Hi guys, welcome back. So, this is the story of a man that died the sixth time and he still came back to life the sixth time. Oh, I know you'll be wondering, does something like this do exist? So what do you think about this story? For me, I think things like this do exist because I can still remember when we were young. There's this lady in our compound. She died in her sleep and she was taken to the Mugo. So before the family could finalize the paperwork and everything, and then to deposit her, and then come back to their house. Before they could finalize everything, this lady woke up. Yes, she sneezed, and they actually came back with her that same day because they took her back to the hospital. Then they actually came back with her. So for me, I think things like this, I would say that I've seen things like this, but not somebody buying multiple times. Yes, multiple times is up to six times. Is I would say this one is a miracle. So, what do you think about this story? I will let you watch the video and then leave your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me, have you seen something like this? Have you had things like this? I know things like this do exist. Have you had, or do you believe that things like this do actually do exist? Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched to this very point, thank you, and please do well to subscribe to the channel. And bye.
I was bitten by a snake. With no one to help me, I went to the doctor only after the poison had spread throughout my body. It didn't take long for me to die. This time, my family came back because I spent 3 days in the morgue, which was longer than I had ever been dead before. This time, many people, including his family, believed that he was truly dead. They gathered again and planned his burial. However, the day they went to retrieve his body from the hospital became the most horrifying day of their lives. His old friend recalls being among those who went to pick up the body that day. Often when I think about what happened that day, I feel scared again. We all thought it was over since it had been 3 days. We went to the morgue to bring him for burial, but we found him looking alive. Some of us were in shock because it was hard to believe, but we saw it with our own eyes. It didn't stop there. Months later, he fell into a toilet pit and was taken out dead, but then he got up again. Everyone ran away in fear, and now, whenever we see him, we run because we can't believe he's human. This was the 5th time this man had died but come back to life. In the area where he lives, people started treating him as a sorcerer, while others believed he was under God's protection. However, most people began to see him as a serious problem. Even the last time, it was the locals who tried to end his life. I continued to live, but I felt that there was something wrong with my life. Every time I died and came back, my body felt very strange. Finally, people came to my house, claiming I was a great witch in our area, and set the house on fire. Trapped inside, I had no way to escape. The smoke made it impossible to breathe, and though some good people came to help, they found me dead. I woke up again in the hospital morgue. By this time, my brothers and others started saying that I was no ordinary person and could not die unless God willed it. One thing that might explain my situation is a family story I heard. My grandfather once died and came back to life.